All right, Grand Rising. It's good to see everyone. It all comes crashing down in September. This is going to be a September to remember. We're never going to forget September. We will never forget September. Yeah. And this message is all about the energy theme of what we're all going to be experiencing this September. So if you haven't done so already, please smash the like button. It's going to help others find this message. And if you're watching on the replay, I'm just giving everyone a few minutes to get on. Oh, it's good to see everyone strolling on in. Yeah, please smash the like button. And others will find this very important energy update. And by the end of this lesson today, we're going to understand and overstand why everything comes crashing down in September. You know, future proofs past, and we could reflect back on our everyday life journey. And when we reflect on the past of our lives, when you think even back to when you were a child, you will thoroughly understand why everything comes crashing down in September. Oh yeah. Yeah, Jerry, the energy's been rough. I had a rough night yesterday, and you know, it feels like the pressure keeps getting put on right now. Yeah, that's why they call it the fall, Joy. The fall begins. Everything starts with the fall. It's a great fall that's coming. Yeah, we're getting the memories back now. Yeah, Grand Rising. It's good to see everyone. This will be a September to remember, and you know, I could reflect back on last September, and you start to peel back the veil. You start to realize, oh wow, this month there's always something crashing down in September. And you know what we're witnessing, we're witnessing the collapse of society. We're watching the fall of this great, you know, all these great subconscious programs. They said this is the real reality, human. You will believe this, but this reality, it can't last. Oh, Kenny's here. It's good to see you, Kenny. You know, so this is a massive change, and we as a society, we as the collective, we're going to have to, if you haven't already been making changes, you better start making these changes real fast, you know. And I'm going to reflect back on my journey, because I am, you know, I take out the accountability mirror. I share from a first-hand experience, you know, and in order for us to be authentic leaders moving forward, we have to always share from first-hand experience. Tammy, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Yeah, it's the fall of the old, Tammy. We're all experiencing the fall of the old. But it is the fall time, and you know, it's a representation of, you know, what we're going through. You know, everything has its seasons and cycles. We have been accustomed to seasons and cycles over the course of our journey. But we're actually in the middle of a massive cycle, like a cycle that lasts many generations, that's rapidly ending right now. We have the 9 of September, and we have a massive ending. Are you ready for massive endings? Let me know in the chat. Say I'm ready for an ending. You know, sometimes we hear ending, and you know, because of subconscious programs, we get a little nervous. We say, oh, it's over, it's an ending. But sometimes a beautiful ending brings an even more beautiful beginning. And you know, we need to clear the way. We're clearing the way for a lot more things to happen. I know a lot of you are ready for these endings. Well, September brings the endings, and the way that we were accustomed to life, it will never be the same again. And yeah, relationships can end, jobs can end, careers can end, you know, lifestyles can end. There's many different endings that you can experience. The chat is on fire, right, Monica? If you haven't subscribed, you should really consider subscribing. We have a tremendous group chat and a tremendous community. Yeah. a lot of people are ready for these endings. So, we're witnessing massive falls. We're witnessing massive falls of society, and it's gonna be a doozy. Watch that next step. It's a doozy, and that's why a lot of you. I recently just shared about the solar plexus chakra. If you missed yesterday's very important energy update about your stomach, your solar plexus chakra, it's telling you something is about to drop. You feel it. Remember when you used to go on the roller coaster, right? See, I teach for the everyday life person, right? We're on the roller coaster and you're about to go, and you feel that in your stomach because everything's about to start crashing down. A lot of crashing downs, like the asteroids crashing down. So I gave everyone enough time to get on, you think, right? So if you haven't done so already, please smash the like button. Click subscribe, click the bell next to subscribe and select all, and you'll get all the updates. And I'm very grateful for all the support on Patreon, the copy of our last Zoom meeting, and it's so beautiful when all of you get to share out and really makes the message authentic as we have real life examples. We're building a community. It's called the 8 Dimensions of Wellness on Patreon. If it calls you, join our Patreon, and I'm very grateful for all the support. The link is pinned above. Humanity will be tested and shook, and there's massive shockwaves that go through the collective this September. This will be a September to remember. And a lot of times it is. Some people, it's not a massive ending, but the 9-month represents endings. And life the way that it was has ended. Last September was also a September to remember. And it personally, it shook my life to its core. It actually put a lot of pressure on me. And you need to have a lot of pressure to build a beautiful diamond. Oh yeah. And, so some portions of the collective did not receive that pressure. And that's why we keep sharing about the day of the Lord's vengeance, a great shaking. This earth is going to be shook like never before because some people, they just keep going on. They're not waking up, and it's going to be a great shaking. So, every September they put this energy out there, and, you get this massive shaking, this massive ending year after year after year. Remember, all attacks go through the children because children become adults, and these adults carry the trauma that they took in from a child. In this lesson today, I'm going to call for all of you to reflect back on your childhood. And we're going to share authentically, regardless of what they promote on the TVs. You see those commercials, everyone looks happy. But authentically, your souls were all shook up, getting ready for September. Oh, I know you remember it. And you guys are going to share authentically in the chat today. And this is, again, if you like these exercises, these are the things that we do on Patreon. Because we have to improve our lives. This is called the 8 Dimensions of Wellness. And not only are we going to survive the end days, we're going to thrive the end days. Write it in the chat, thrive the end days. Because a lot of people, there's a lot of fear out there. There's a lot of guilt and shame out there. We just recently talked about that. We are going to thrive the end days. So, this is a massive September to remember. And, last year, Homeschool Family 777. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. I appreciate your name, Homeschool Family 777. We're on the right. Everything works synchronicity. Oh, it's unbelievable. We're live. And you guys are seeing this play out, right? I work with the universe. Thank you. So I really appreciate the support. And that's what we're building. We're building new schools and new communities out of the building so we could keep our children safe. We could keep even our teachers safe, free of sickness, free of dis-ease. Do you know about dis-ease? If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and check out, mental health awareness. What does dis-ease mean? Dis-ease. The body is not ease. Your mental health will follow everything else, right? So if your mental health is low, your physical health goes low, you get sick, right? Very good. Chosen 144. Tell them where to go and keep moving forward. And on my journey, I had a September to remember. I'm sharing from firsthand experience, and I have goals and aspirations by the end of this September, and I'm grateful for all of you because you are all helping our channel and our community get to where we are to be, because we're becoming the person, we're living the life that we're supposed to be. I've shared about quantum manifestation. Also, if you're new to the channel, go to the channel page, quantum manifestation. You got to learn this. And I'm sharing this with all of you through firsthand experience. Last September, I got these emails, right? And my worthless job told me that if you don't put this thing in your body, you could no longer work here. It doesn't matter if you're highly effective. It doesn't matter how much the children love you. It doesn't matter how much you run the school beautifully. You need to go home. You need to lose your health insurance. And you need to lose everything. I said, okay. During this time period, I had many of my brothers and sisters that were going through this, and I coached them up, and it was really, it was a very scary moment in my life. It was a very, my whole life is like, whoa, wow, what's happening right now? And actually going forward with a lot of my brothers and sisters, I know some of you are still watching. But now we're doing the real work. Sometimes we go to work, but as Dolores Cannon said, right now we're in Earth School. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, you should check out Dolores Cannon and the Waves of Volunteers. You lived in a fake matrix your entire life, and Dolores Cannon called this Earth School. And now I do the real work, teaching people through, we have the real life experience, not programming in the schools. Every September, this energy was your life was crashing down. Can you recall over the past 30 years, was there anything that came crashing down in September? A lot of children, their lives, they came crashing down every September. On the TV, they said it's back to school. You saw the smiles. You saw the book bags weighing them down, maybe causing scoliosis of the spine, carrying all that nonsensical garbage in their backs, throwing them in the building, training them with the Pavlovian programming. Do you know about the Pavlovian programming, ringing the bells, teaching the kids to obey in the subconscious mind, right? So a lot of you, and I want you to share in the chat, we have to be the lions and speak up. And what we need is adults to speak up for our children. If you had fear and anxiety in September, why don't you share it in the chat? Why don't you share it in the comments? A lot of people, right? We had, I actually have a little bit as well, Ben. And these things, but we have to rewrite our DNA at this time. But, common sense, I used to tell you can't wear all these. I saw, and they're developing and they're getting a curved spine. We got to stand up straight and tall. Remember, you are a receiver. You will not believe how deep the rabbit hole goes. Please smash the like button if you're learning about our reality right now. Nikola Tesla said, I am the receiver. We got to get our spines nice and straight. Join the 8 dimensions of wellness. We improve our lives there. We got to be nice and straight and receive the energy through our kundalini. It's not some spiritual wackadoo stuff. We got to learn these things. And keep smashing the like button so others are prepared for the September to remember. School is a terrible place for children. You know, I used to walk in the building, I would smell, they say, we got the free food for you. We got the free lunch. We got the free breakfast. And then you know, as I continued to clean my palate out, I would smell this, whatever, they called it food. But we need to have some people go in there and test what their feed. I have to know. We have to know, and we have to ask. All we have to do is ask the question, what are they feeding our children? You see, I've reached a point in my life where I'm getting sick and tired of satanic inversion. When you're saying that you're going to do good stuff for our children, then why don't you feed them real, you know, fruits and vegetables and real stuff? And I don't even know what the heck I was smelling. You know, and the more that you purge, you know, you can't tolerate these chemicals anymore. So a lot of these children, they're actually indigo children, or they're in the indigo children here. You know, it's terrible, Wendy. And the people that are saying they're doing the right thing, you should actually be ashamed of yourself. And we're going to talk about how it's getting worse and worse for our children this September. And we have to say enough is enough. So a lot of you might have experienced on your journey back to school anxiety. Did you experience this? When you went to the school building, did you have the spiritual immune system? Did you have the full armor of God? Did you have the seal in the forehead and you said, what the heck is going on in here? And these children are sitting in silence, and we need to be the voice for the voiceless. I'm going to repeat it over and over again. With every breath of my being, a society is judged by how they treat their most vulnerable. And the most vulnerable of all are our children. And this is hashtag Save Our Children. And it might not be what you expected, because each and every one of you that are tuning in, if you're an adult or a young adult, you went through this. You went through this every single year, and no one heard you. But you know what they did to some of our indigo children? They said, you can't sit still. You need to take this pill. And they shoved these pills down our children's throats, and they sat, you sit still, child, because the child is not supposed to sit still in a box. And I'm getting sick and tired of our children being beaten down. And I'll be the one to speak up for them, because I've seen it my entire life. It's an interesting time period in September. And a lot of you might be feeling these things. You feel it subconsciously. And as you were a child, you felt it as well. And, you know, I was very blessed on my journey that I was able to talk to a lot of children. And they were able to talk to me. And they told me things that maybe they wouldn't tell other people. So I carry that with me to do what I do today. And I'm really sick and tired of, you know, even, you know, you might know people, you might have fake friends, you might have fake family members. I really don't give a shift anymore. I see clearly, and I'm never going to go back. You know, people speak about things and they think they know what children are actually going through, but they actually don't know what children are going through. But I do. I saw it every day. And that's why during this time period, you have to harness every single one of the energies. I know you're empathic, and it's very hard, because you actually feel the vibration. You're going to feel this vibration in September. September, everything comes crashing down. And every single year, people are being obliterated year after year. Write it in the chat. What do you remember coming crashing down in September? You have to realize that these are energy themes. And every September, you know, sometimes we see it on a massive scale. Wow, look at this come crashing down in September. They're not for me. I'm an empath. You have to realize you see things that are painted out there. They're looking so happy. They're really not. They're really not. You got to wake up, son. You got to wake up now. Please smash the like button if you're ready for this September to remember. A lot of people, you know, they don't realize how this actually works out. This is mental health awareness. All attacks go through the children. I shared about satanic Disney, and others shared about satanic Disney. I didn't know this when I was younger. I just said, oh, I'm going to watch the Disney movie just like everyone else. I was a child. And I didn't realize that, oh, wow, a parent, they start the movie off with a parent dying in the movie. And what it does is it causes subconscious trauma that the child is going to carry with them over the course of their lives. And we have to, that's why, and if it calls you, I'm very grateful for all the support on Patreon and the 8 Dimensions of Wellness community. Go there and really go into detail on the scale of consciousness and all of these, you know, things that children are picking up on. They're carrying it in their cellular memory now. They're carrying this trauma. That's why you guys have been going through the you're going through the massive solar plexus clearings right now. You're getting ready. You're getting ready. It's going down now. There it goes. It's always been back to school in September. And this has always been the theme. You were enjoying your summer. Human, you could be free in the summer. They give you a little taste in order not to wear you down too much. They want you alive. Remember this. They want you alive like a human battery. And they say, okay, we'll give the humans a little time off. They regenerate themselves. And then we siphon the life force energy out of those children. Better be ready for that state exam. Sit there and shake with anxiety. Got to wake up. What's going on with our kids, guys? Got to wake up. So, this September, there is going to be a catastrophe. Oh, yeah. A major catastrophe. Please stay tuned for this message and keep smashing the like button. There is a catastrophe this September. And what it does, it exposes those people that say we care about our children so much. Right now, there's not enough teachers to support our children. People are scurrying, right? The administration is scurrying right now. They have no teachers for the children. We have liberty and freedom. Thank you so much. I remember as a child, a music teacher told my mother right in front of me, she's impossible to teach. Get her out of my face. I got in trouble in school for not paying attention, felt worthless and stupid. I'm sorry that you lived through that, We of Liberty. Hashtag pull them out. Pull them all out and save them. So right now, we're entering a September where there's not enough teachers to support our children. Shouldn't that be main center stage right now? No one cares though. We're going through another September. There are hundreds of thousands of people that lost their city jobs. And they're still not allowed to go back to work. Isn't that interesting? And what's going to happen is we're realizing, they have different standards. They have different standards to the common everyday life people. That's what we just are. We're just everyday life people. And isn't it interesting that, just 15 minutes down the road, there's basketball players making millions of dollars. They could go freely and play, and they didn't have to put an experiment in their body. But our teachers, they lost their jobs. They had to evacuate. They lost their salaries. They lost their health insurance. And this September, it's going to make people question, what's really going on right now? Why did you do that to all these people? Everything is inverted. We have to wake up during this time period, and we have to think about our children. So at face value, I want each and every person to ask the question, why is there not enough teachers to support our children? And now the school building is going to be an even more dangerous place for our children. Got to wake up, son. I don't think it's right that we don't have trained people. Listen, I understand and overstand it. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to have 28, 30 kids in a classroom. They're kids. What's going to happen? We have to think about our children. I'm going to say it over and over again. A society is judged by how they treat their most vulnerable. And, what's going on? It's more dangerous than ever before. Yet people making millions of dollars, they could go to work. But our city workers supporting families, they're not allowed. It all comes crashing down in September. There's an illusion that's cast. And they say, we have your best interest in mind. And things are just not making sense anymore. And there's always an energy theme in September of crashing down. 9 is the ending. Your life is ending the way that you lived your life, right? We can envision things, we can envision buildings crashing down in September. Remember that? We can envision, asteroids crashing down, right? Meteors crashing down. What else could crash down? But just take a mental shot, like a mental picture, and picture things crashing down. It's a September to remember, baby. That's the energy theme. And it's not something to be worried about. We don't have to be worried or concerned. We just have to be mentally prepared of these things that are crashing down. Because that's what we're all experiencing, Everything comes crashing down. Right? Even years ago, there was other societies that came crashing down. But, what we have is God is like, you ever see that meme? You ever see that meme? The person, it says you're like a little person, and then God's got his finger and is going to flick you off the cliff, and it says God with the finger about to flick you, and then there's also God. And then there's the hand. You ever see that meme? I got to find that meme. If someone has the meme, share it in the group chat. If you'd like to join our group chat, we have group chats on Telegram and Discord. You ever see that meme? It's like God and is going to flick you off the cliff, and then there's another also God. And then there's a hand about to catch you. So the moral of the story is we don't have to be fearful. I know it's like, again, that roller coaster ride, right? Like you think you're going to fall and die. I'm going to die, right? You get that feeling in your stomach. Here we go. There it goes. We're going down. We're going down the roller coaster right now. I feel bad for that guy getting flicked, right? Hence, that was also me last year, though. Yeah, we got to really realize these things. It's really interesting. A lot of people, they don't. I've seen a lot of stuff, and it's really my honor to do this. And, those indigo children that are out there, I saw them. I understood what they were feeling, and it's overwhelming. I know a lot of people, you might be, listening to this and, you saw I got a little maybe emotional before, but the reality, when you actually see it and you have, awakened eyes. I really want to go through this even more. We're going to have another Zoom meeting real soon on our Patreon. Please join our Patreon 8 Dimensions of Wellness community. And I could go really into detail, and it's so overwhelming to see the truth. The solar flash can end it all. I'm not in charge of that though. Someone else is though. I'm just Michael. There's procedures and protocols to everything, and not one man or not one woman can have all the power. So that's why we're the 144,000. But if we all combine our powers, we'll get it done. We're going to get it done, yeah. And I see a beautiful future with beautiful new schools out in fields and stuff, and children are actually having fun again. We're going to make school fun again. We're going to make September fun again. And we're going to say enough is enough to all these. You ever see these people that, oh, you're going to have a dark winter. Yes, human, yes, you're going to have a dark winter, human. Dumbass. It's unbelievable. It's crazy. But when we actually look at the Hawkins scale of vibrational consciousness, when we learn about mental health awareness, we are going to learn that these people are responsible. They are responsible for the decline of mental health and physical health of our people. It's actually called the nocebo effect. Did you learn about the nocebo effect? I'm glad I make you laugh. That's my job. That's the number one job. That raises our vibration. We have to say enough is enough. It's called the nocebo effect. And there's people that they see this stuff and they actually get scared, and they're actually living their life in fear, guilt, and shame. And they're actually home right now. I miss fun as well, Janie, and this is the highlight of my day, to be honest with you. This is the highlight of my day. It's true. It really is. I get to be with all of you. We get to laugh. We get to collaborate, and just read in the chat. And yeah, that's what we got to do every day. We got to make them laugh. Laugh, clown. Laugh, clown. Come on, laugh. That was Bugs Bunny. That's back when cartoons were good. I don't know what they put out there now. It's crazy. So, let's have a good time. It's better late than never, dragons. Got to keep going. Yeah, the plant is getting happier today. I got the fan going. The plant is dancing. Imagine if the plant was just dancing like that on its own. It's like I am Groot. I am Groot. So, I'm taking my skills. I'm becoming the teacher of I am the teacher of the new earth. And, we gotta keep moving forward. We gotta keep moving. Groot was the best. Wasn't Groot the best? I loved Groot. So just keep moving forward. Keep our children in mind, and there's a lot of parents out there. I've been working with a lot of parents. If it calls you to join our Patreon, and we're gonna have Zooms together. And, this way, and we kind of touched on it even in our last Zoom. And we have many different topics on our Zoom meetings. This way, we have weekly and monthly, support for those parents. A lot of parents are very confused right now. And, that's why we have to take our skills. We have to figure out, as a collective, we have to figure out, what's the best route for things. What's the best thing? And no one knows the answer. But collectively, right? I don't know. No one knows there is no one exact answer. I shared about this. Like recently, I said, the topic of 11/11 came up, and I did a full video on it. 11/11 doesn't mean anything in particular. It just means you're on your path. And, I don't, everyone has their own path, so no one knows the answer but yourself. Frank, thank you so much, Frank. This is the highlight of my day, too. It gets me started. Love you all. I love you, too, Frank. And, yeah, this is the highlight. And, I do this every single day. A lot of people don't realize it is very energy draining, to come up with a full video every single day for as long as I live. AQ, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. It's my honor to do this. We're going to support everyone physically, mentally, and spiritually through the end days. Keep going no matter what. Don't stop. Never give up. Never give in. Just keep going. Yeah, we have to, focus on the love and the light, and Christ is light, the truth. If you missed the scale of vibrational consciousness on Patreon, the video is up there waiting for you. So I am very grateful for all the support, and I have shared about quantum manifestation. And this is going to be the biggest month for our everyday lives. And then by October 1st, I will have recreated my entire life. I cannot do this without each and every one of you. Any way that you can support our channel, I am grateful for that. If you could just share this video link, drop it in all the groups today, that's the greatest support of all, because this is my vocation in life. And I have to teach every day. And just by growing the channel, share the video link. Share the video link with the hashtag mental health awareness. We have to learn about mental health because a lot of children, you'd be surprised what's really going on. And you had to have firsthand experience to move forward, because a lot of people wouldn't know this. The link is pinned above. I'm very grateful for any support. If you'd like to join Patreon, the link is in the description. Join the group chats there for you. There's 24-hour support there. We need 24-hour support because we're a global. Did you know we're world famous? We're on every continent right now. So I love you all. This is the September energy update. It's a September to remember. We're going to grow our community. This will be the biggest month for our everyday lives. I love you all. Share this link. Keep going. Join our Patreon. The Ham. Thank you so much, The Ham. I appreciate you. I appreciate the support. It's my honor to serve you. It's my honor to serve the children, even beyond the Matrix. It's true. As Kurt Angle said, it's true. It's damn true. And we do a lot of real life topics. We're going to be incorporating a lot of real life topics. Some people say, well, that's not very spiritual. This is a channel for real life people. And we move forward and we're going to have fun. We're going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about Marvel superheroes. We're going to talk about it all. And we're going to build a community that serves everyone. All right? I love you all. Share the link out there. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.